Today, when asked about his role in this week's incident at Arlington National Cemetery and his campaign capitalizing on the images of Section 60, Trump tried to reclaim the narrative yet again, but it didn't go so well.
Should your campaign have put out those videos and photos?
Well, we have a lot of people. We have people, TikTok people. We're leading the internet. That was the other thing. We're so far above her on the internet.
But on that hallowed ground, should they have put out the images of those?
I don't know what the rules and regulations are. I don't know who did it. And it could have been them. It could have been the parents. It could have been somebody.
It was your campaign's TikTok, though, that put out the video.
I really don't know anything about it. All I do is I stood there and I said, if you'd like to have a picture, we can have a picture. If somebody did it, this was a setup by the people in the administration that, Trump is coming to Arlington. That looks so bad for us.
Wait. Trump is now saying that his campaign's photo op was a setup?
To bring you to another story where there's laws being broken and they're like free speech, because that's what they're going to continue to say. Broken laws and assaulting staff at Arlington National Cemetery for this crazy photo right here where the guy's going, ooh, thumbs up, you're dead. Thumbs up, you're dead. Yay. But here's what I want to say. Everyone say sleaze, because this is not only did he apparently break the law, but it is sleazy. That he's doing this. And again, I don't know what mechanisms there are and who actually broke the laws in this way, but they were intentionally using their cell phones to take footage to make campaign videos for Donald Trump and
he released a campaign video. So
exactly.
I just don't understand how at that point you could claim, they were just taking pictures with cell phones and try to say, okay, they pushed an official, which by the way, somebody should be charged with assault for that. But they just pushed an Arlington official out of the way, took pictures, even though they weren't allowed to do it. Those were a number of crimes they broke. But I'm sorry, you need to add in the fact that once he made the campaign ad, now he's used an Arlington grave. He used, as Fred Wellman, a friend of mine, I believe yours pointed out, who's a veteran, he used other people's headstones that you can read that are in his ad. You've got people in the background who were there maybe in a solemn moment going to visit someone they lost, and he has them in the background in his ads. They didn't ask to be in it. The way that, again, when you let people get away with crimes like this, these smaller crimes, the First Amendment type stuff, I was talking about this, that, and stuff that isn't crime that should be. I saw somebody in the chat there said that in Canada, I forgot, sorry, I didn't see who you were, I'd shout you out. It's the same thing. When it goes beyond you and hurts other people, you're held responsible. Canada handles this stuff the right way too. We're so ridiculous in our extremism on the First Amendment and just our refusal to enforce rules like at Arlington National Cemetery. He's going to get away with this. His people who pushed an innocent person just trying to enforce the law I don't know if the guy fell over. I don't know if it hurt him at all, but it doesn't matter. They assaulted somebody. They illegally took pictures there. They illegally used it for partisan gain. And the thing is, when you move things slowly like that, as we know, the old boiling frog metaphor, you do that first, and then next you're going to have a full general in a tank coming out and endorsing Trump in an ad. They just keep getting worse. People like that who have no boundaries, who are sociopathic and narcissistic until you fucking say no.
When you're starting,
and you make them pay a price.
I got there and we had a ceremony. We had the changing of the guard. No, we had a beautiful ceremony. And then they said, sir, could you come to the graves? Could you come to the graves? After the ceremony, they said, could you come to the graves? Would that be possible? So anyway, we're there, and they said a prayer, different graves, one here, one there. Then they said to me, I'm not surprised, I never even thought about it. Sir, would it be possible for you to have a picture with us by the tombstone of my son? I said, absolutely. I wasn't doing it I don't need publicity. I get a lot of publicity. I would like to get a lot less publicity. I would pay to get, I'm the only guy who would hire a public relations agent to get less publicity. It was so beautiful, and we left, and everything was nice. And then later on that day, I heard that we were using the graves of those soldiers for public relations purposes. I'm so happy they took pictures of me and them and the tombstone and their lovely son or daughter. There was a daughter, too, and an incredible daughter, frankly. I've almost gotten to know them, even though I never met them, but I know everything about them. The mother would walk up and say, "Sir, may I tell you about my boy?" And I let her talk. And then these people accused me of doing this for public relations reasons.